What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Hustle with JesseW. And today I broke some rules, got into some red, got back out of the red, into the green, and it's just been a whirlwind. Check it out. What's going on, guys? Do me one quick favor. Real quick, right now, it just takes a second. Hit that subscribe button. Help me out here and help me get to that goal there that I have on reaching 1,000 subs by the end of the year. So smash that subscribe button and let's jump right on into this. So today we had ARCI making a huge move in pre-market. Huge move. I remember waking up in the morning, taking a quick look on my phone at what's going on in the market. And ARCI was at $5.70. By the time I got up, got to my desk, I'm doing my morning routine, it was at 680. I think I want to say 680, 685. Blink of an eye, sucker was at $8. It was crazy, that pre-market move. Take a look at this. Take a look at this chart. Come on, here we go. Look at this move from down here, 492. All the way to 809. Wild one, let me tell you. I broke a rule today, and I pride myself on one thing in my trading and in most things, and that's discipline. When I say I'm not going to do something, when I set a rule in place, when I say I'm going to do something, I really try to fulfill my word, right? And then one of my rules is I do not trade at the bell. I used to trade the bell a long time ago, when I first started trading, not so long ago. But I stopped trading the bell because it's too nerve-wracking for me. So I stopped trading the bell, and I wasn't doing too well at it because of the nerves. But this morning, I saw ARCI. We know what these type of stocks can do. Very low float on this stock. What is this? 605,000 shares in the float. So I thought to myself, I could buy a little pullback and then be selling this thing at $10. But I wanted to do it with small size, so I did. I don't have it recorded because, well, it's really, it happens, the bell happens so fast. And I didn't get in pre-market, so I didn't click the record button. What happened was it pulled in quickly. I got in just 200 shares and wanted to sell into a push to $9, $10, but got stopped out. I got in at 833. Oops. 833, and I got stopped out at 799. It did make a low. Let me see here. Let me get this over here to ARCI. It did make a low of, well, now it made a low of 664. But I believe at the time I had made a low of 780 something and then ripped right back up. That's the problem with bell trading, If you don't have the heart for it, then you shouldn't be doing it. And I broke a rule. It cost me to go red, and I wasn't happy about that at all. It's more mad at myself for breaking the rule. I have a lot of trades here to go over, and I do have the main ones recorded for you. I did get back into ARCI, and we are finishing the day green, thankfully. So I'm in here at ARCI now at 500 shares at cost basis of 884, and I had just added to it. So I wanted to stop out of my ad, and I got that stop right under the previous morning's high right here. And I was too tight with that stop, and it caused me to get stopped out of of that ad. You can see here I get stopped out of that ad, and check it out how wild this stock was. That my stop was 845, and when my stop got triggered, it actually sold me at 870. So I didn't really lose much money at all on that stop, thankfully. But at that point, I was down on the day something like $140. So I wasn't too happy about that, but I still had cash to trade. I use a cash account. Still had some settled cash there to trade, and I kept my head on, and I got myself out of it. So I stayed in these 250 shares here. I canceled that stop once I noticed the action that we had. See, we had real good volume right here. You can see that. We had real good volume. We had real good volume right there. And we were holding this area as support, which is what I wanted to see happening. So I stay in it. Now my plan is to add on the $9 break and sell into a push to $10. Okay, so here we see where, you know, I'm checking it out. I cancel my stop because I see we're holding the area that I wanted to hold. So I'm holding that, you know, that mental stop now, and I'm getting ready to add on the break of $9. Look at that break. I'm gonna just let it go here and go in real time. Look how fast that break happens. We're at set 871 by 870, 885, 891. Bam, nine. It didn't even show you $9 on the ask. It just goes straight to 920 something. Look at this. 891, 925. We don't even see any $9 prints, I bet. Let's see here. Nope. Oh, 915s. Look at that, but it goes from 890. Look at this. You can see the tape here. 890, 889, 887. We have 891, 894, 895, $9, what is this? 5,000 shares, 901, 905, but we don't even see these print out. Somebody must have marketed order in heavily because we don't even see those print. Look at that. So I add, but my ad doesn't hit me until 8. Let's take a look at my orders here. I'm sorry, 9. My ad happens right here at 9:39 a.m. at 9:22. 1 minute later, I sell out half at 9:40 for a sick gain because those were my 870s. So that was 66 cents a share on that win on 250 shares. So here we go. Let's get back to the recording. So we're in 500 shares. Cost basis is going to be $9. Once it factors in my commissions, there it is, $9. I quickly put out an order to sell 250 shares on the ask at 940. So I'll do that here in a second. Here we go. So there we go. I put 950, but then I say, nah, let me put 940. Because my plan there was if we break over 940 and I see a push up to 950, I'll put out a limit order at 940 just in case there's some slippage. More than likely I'll get filled at 950. So we see that 940 print, 940 is high a day at the time. 940 is high a day. I already got filled a partial. It didn't fill me all. It only filled 100 shares of my 250 that I wanted to sell. So it filled me a partial. I'm still in this, so 350 shares are left. And we're doing real well on it, you know. I'm thinking that this might push to $10. So I still want to finish, you know, taking off the rest of those 940s as soon as it can fill me. And we should be getting the fill right there. We got another quick little pop and my 940s fill. So now I have 250 shares left. It says here my cost base is 857, but those 250s didn't get filled until 922. So that's got to adjust itself here quickly. And there it is. It adjusts itself to 925. My new cost basis on those last 250 shares that I have. So now my thought is I'm going to sell this into a push to $10. And it's going to be a real nice fat green day. Right? But what happens is we start to struggle there at this 945, 950 area. We start to struggle. So now, since we're in at 925, I don't want this to go red on me, and what I've already like accomplished in making back, going back into the red, and we don't want that to happen here. So I'm looking to get out of this at break even. So I'm keeping a real close eye on my level 2, making sure there's some bid support there, and we creep back up to this 945. You know, 935 is on the ask, 940 is right there. So I'm thinking if we break over that, we're gonna squeeze again. But it's struggling. Look at how it struggles there. Look at that, 931, 928. I quickly adjust here because I'm getting ready to bail out of this because I'm not going to allow it to go red on me if it cannot break that 945. One more attempt up there, it doesn't do it. I get ready to get out of there. I cancel my hard stop. And I should be getting out of there right about now. There it is. I'm out. Nope, not yet. There we are. I'm out now. Because it tried once more to get up there to 945 and it failed back down. And I didn't like that at all. So I got out of the way at that point. And the high a day, as you can see right here, is 956. So I did the right thing on stopping out of those last 250 shares at a decent price. So that was that trade. I was already back in the green at that point there. So now I'm going to show you my other trade, which is a scalp. This is a scalp trade on AXTI. Okay. So we're in this one just looking for a scalp, 500 shares. What I liked about this was the volume on the break of this 950 area off of VWAP. So I'm in here, 965 cost basis, and just in 500 shares. We start to break out. My thought process was that if we break through here, we're going to quickly go to $6. Kind of like we saw that ARCI just popped $9 and instantly they were, it was up an extra 25 cents. So I thought we were going to get that type of action here. But we kind of like hit that 575 area and reject really hard. So I get out of there with a little scalp. So it's still a nice green trade because I did take, I think I made like 8, 9, 10 cents a share on that one. So nice little scalp. Nothing bad, right? So there we are. Let me see. We're in there. Good Lord, it happened so fast. We're in there 966, 965, and 500 shares. And that's it. I closed it out right there at 971. So I only made like 6 cents a share or something like that. Not bad. Then I scalped it again with just 200 shares when we started to... This stock was so choppy. See, we made this nice clean push, but then we took it back and we left that nasty wick there. And then this next candle, the volume was crazy light. So that's why I was glad to get out of the way. I jumped back in for another quick scalp right here in at 582. And I get out right there at 587. And that was it. It quickly rejected, as you can see. Look at that. Quick rejection there and never broke $6. So I was happy to take those 2 scalps on that trade there. So not a bad day. I started off, we're in the red, not happy there, breaking rules. And then I stuck to my rules after that. And I had 3 green trades in a row. So real happy with the day's action here. Real happy with my performance after I got over breaking those rules there. And I'm really happy with how I read the charts and the level 2 and the tape and the price action today. How did you do today? Let me know. Did you catch a piece of this ARCI in pre-market? Had one buddy in the Discord chat who absolutely nailed ARCI. He was in at 570 or I think 570 something, 580 and 500 shares, and he got out at 799. Sick trade. I wish I would have gotten in pre-market, but not much of a pre-market trader. So let me know how you did. What did you trade today? Drop it in the comment section below, and I'll catch you on the next one.